Hi guys, welcome back. It's LSP. Day 15 of my challenge to take £150 to 10k. Bit of a messy trading day for me, but nonetheless, good price action. If you watched the look ahead video yesterday, live trade or the trade that I had open, live trade and look ahead video, which I posted yesterday, which would have been on Sunday. Then you would have heard me going through some analysis on USD, also the Euro USD, the cable, so on, and some of the things that I was going to be looking for, which were pretty much on point. But you can be on point and still not capitalize exactly as you would have hoped. But I've been saying for a while that I've been waiting for this kind of push higher on the dollar, and it's grinding nicely. These two levels that I've got marked off here are places where I expect the dollar will at least grind up to, and then potentially continue its movement lower. But we'll see. I'm not in any rush. Euro is pretty much where I did most of my trading today, and I'm not going to go over all the analysis again. But this is where I'm just expecting price to go down here. Take out these stops here, but the price action was pretty much on point, what I was saying. And if you look at some of the trades that I did today, I'm so glad that this turned out the way that it did, because it's going to offer me an opportunity to explain something or a process that I went through with this particular trade today. And you'll see, market opens on Sunday and we have this nice gap down, nothing over the top, just a little gap down. It fills the gap. I went short, and we go over to the account history. So it would have been these two here, this one and this one, and I went short with a 20 and a 10, both at 35 pip stops up here, and I went to bed basically. And I had my target like down here, and a further target on the other one. One of them was like a 30 pip target, and the other one was almost like a 70 pip target, based on a high time frame target, and I left it. I woke up about 4 times last night, at various points here and here and here, and I think the most that it was in profit was like 10 pips. By the time I get to here, sort of like 10:30 in the morning, because it says 11:30, but this is an hour forward, so 10:30 in the morning, I just closed the trades because I didn't feel comfortable. I wasn't happy with the way that the trade was performing. I posted this on Twitter as well. I just exited the trade. Then we get this. I'll show you. Probably better to show you on the hourly. Okay, so you can see gap down, grind higher, short, sideways, 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 drop, reversal, wick, I'm gone. Yeah. Then when we get this movement lower, yeah, this gave me the confidence here, these two bars here, and if you look on the 15, it's a little bit more pronounced, but you can see, we've kind of gone up, we've taken out the stops here with that move, we've come lower, we pretty much retraced the entire move so far on the day. At this point, I'm confident that this is going lower, yeah, and it's why I've jumped in with a 0.30 and a 50, yeah, because once I've seen what I want to see and I'm comfortable with the trade, I've got no problem jumping in with bigger size, because I'm expecting this now based on the price action so far. If this went up, pull back, you get this, like, zoom in and I'll show you. Go sideways, we break up. Now on this little pullback here, if we got continued movement higher and we challenge this high and then this high and then potentially this high, there's no way that I would have taken a short. I would have just left it, and I probably wouldn't have even gone long because I was bearish on Euro for this week. So this drop, sideways consolidation, short. This is perfect. This is exactly what I look for. If you follow what I'm going through over the next however long this is going to take, you'll notice that this setup, I love this setup, because it's going in one direction to put traders long, it completely reverses, and then it just breaks down. Yeah, this is just classic, perfect, exactly what I'm looking for. And one of them was like 20 pips, I believe, 22 pips, and I think the other one was around about 13 pips. Yeah, so the 0.50 was like 13 pips. I just wanted to take some off just so I can bank and get myself back up to, I think at one point I dropped down to like 201, £201, and I wanted to at least clear, 206 to get myself at least back to break even, because at the end of the day, remember guys, I'm dealing with a very small account at the minute, and because I'm a very aggressive trader, I want to make sure that I'm preserving my capital, and still building slowly. And you'll see the process for me is very simple. I'm grinding this account higher. I'm not looking to just take 1 and 2 and 3 standard lots and all this crazy shit just to get this account. I'm happy, I'm comfortable, I'm more than happy taking £6, taking £3, taking £5, taking a hit of £3 and £1 and so on. I'm happy taking these smaller amounts, because the whole point is to add and chip away at this, chip away at the market and just keep adding to this balance, adding to the balance, adding to the balance, and then once I get to a point where I'm comfortable and I can start risking a little bit more, you'll see a slightly different trader in me. But for now, that's where I'm at. I am currently looking at a potential short on the USD, Japanese yen, UJ, for a couple of reasons. I'll show you the dollar. You can see this dollar on the daily grinding higher. This is the daily bar on the dollar, right? And if I drop down to a 4 hour, you can see we've had this nice kind of pullback. These are the highs that I've been banging on about for God knows how long now. Finally broke through those. We might get a small little retracement, but I do believe we're going to go up here. At least bare minimum 89.85. 89.80 to 89.85, that's the next target for me. Once it gets up there, I'm looking for a potential reversal and a little bit of a short on the USD front currencies, and then anything else I'll be looking for a long. But for now, like I said, if you see this nice move up on the dollar for today, and then you take a lock at the Euro USD, the UJ, just drop. Yeah, this is showing relative weakness, and I'm just not getting my entry, man. This is so frustrating. But you can see, look how close I've got. Look at that. Look how close I came to my entry. We're talking within, I don't know, maybe 0.1, 0.2 of a pip. And this happens quite a lot to me, to be honest. But I get really fussy about entries sometimes. And I really wanted this entry up here, and instead I didn't get it. So I'm not chasing. I'm not just going to jump in it for the sake of jumping in it. And I'm glad that this is happening, because it shows you that I'm a human being as well. And it happens to the best of us. Shit like this happens. It's just really frustrating. But you just got to get on with it. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the world. But I think there's a good sort of 70 to 80 pips still in this. If we go to the weekly, I'll show you why. We've had this breakdown. Okay, so we had this low here. All right, comes through it, complete reversal, grind higher, grind higher, grind higher. We've come all the way back down to these lows again. But look at this 3 bar. In fact, even go further back. We have a nice strong week down. Small week, good strong week down, back up, and look how we've literally almost engulfed this entire last week's candle. We're getting very close to the lower portion of this now. We've come straight through the mean threshold of that, and we're in the lower portion of this weekly candle, which is great because it's showing us that it wants to go lower. Even if you take 40 pips out of this, 30 pips, it's a great trade. But I do believe we're going to have a nice push lower for 2 reasons. Number 1, because of the way that the price action, because of the way price action is forming, and number 2, as I said, the dollar's grinding higher, and this is going lower, which is showing relative weakness. It's a dollar front currency, UJ. This should be going up with the dollar, and it's not. So when the dollar gets to a resistance area as it's grinding higher, and then reverses, it's going to push UJ lower, and then we're going to go for these targets down here. I may find an entry draw in Asia. I don't know. I'll see. I'm a little bit tired, to be honest, but I've missed my 20 pip scalp basically. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cancel this order for now. and I'll take a look and see if there is a potential trade, because look at the range that we've got here, guys, and this is another little thing that I want to go over. We've got 76 pip range from where current price action is right now. If I get in right now, the logical place for me to put my stop, if I drop down to a 15 and zoom out slightly, if I get in right now, say, right, and then it starts to grind higher, the logical place for my stop to be, for me to stay in this, would be at least where this dotted line is, okay, which is a good 41, 42 pips away. Not the end of the world, considering there's a 76 to 80 pip difference. You know, it's almost a 2-to-1 trade. All right. My issue with that is I would have to do very low size on this for it to make any sense in terms of the risk ratio. And I don't want to do that. The reason I wanted it up here is because I could have had a very, very tight stop of about 10 to 15 pips at the absolute most, 15 pips most. Because if it goes past a certain point, then I don't want to be in this anyway. So I could have had a 15 pip stop if my order got triggered. I could have had a 15 pip stop, but it never got triggered. So why would I widen the stop 40 pips right and then jump into this just because I'm chasing price and I want to get into it? I don't give a shit. Think about it this way: if it comes down, we've got a 70, let's say 80 pip range. If it comes down now, okay, to say here, all right, 108.85 say, and then it starts to push higher and I get in here instead of up here, okay, and I still find my 10-15 pip stop, and then it starts to grind lower and I still get my 20 to 30 pips, I'm happy. Think about the range, guys. You've got an 80 pip range, and there may very well potentially be maybe 3 to 5 trades within that 80 pip range that I'll give you 20 pips. Yeah, no, I'll say less, 3 trades maximum, right? So, all right, I missed this one, no big deal. I might get one here, I might potentially get one here. Either way, there's a couple of trades at least on the way down to what I believe is going to be the terminus of this entire move, the ultimate target down here. Yeah, so just going to be patient. Lastly, before I shoot off, I just want to shoot over to the euro and show you, as dollar's grinding higher, coming into a resistance fight, if we can get the euro to pop lower into this small area down here, then I may be looking to potentially take a long. Again, just looking for 30 to 50 pips, I think, on this. But again, as always, guys, you know that I say the same stuff over and over and over again. Just going to wait for price to do what I want it to do, and if it performs in the way that I'm happy with, then I'll jump into a trade. If it doesn't, I'm not in a rush. This is so important to understand. I'm not in a rush with this. Okay, I'm really not. And here we go. Cable's coming into a nice little area down here as well that I've got marked off. Jump over to the weekly a second. Yeah, I mean, this could potentially be a long as well. Might drop a little bit lower from where it's at. Let me just take a look at the hourly. 139.10, give or take, 139.10. Talking about what sort of 30 pips away, 33 pips away. Yeah, I'm going to be monitoring this draw in London. I think there may be a long here on cable. Just zoom out a second. We might even come as low as another 87 pips away. But remember, it's Monday, guys. It's Monday, so we've still got the rest of the week. Sorry, I'm just going through. Excuse me. I'm just going through my thought process. So just bear with me 1 second. But yeah, there might be a trading cable long for a quick scalp. But again, I'm going to monitor that. Let me just take a look at the GJ. It's a bit messy this on the daily. Just look at the 4 hours. See that beautiful move down. Probably going to clear this. 150.101. I used to trade the beast a lot, guys. This thing is just a beast. It's called the beast for a reason. You know, trust me, 70 pips on this is nothing. Absolutely nothing. So this could very easily come all the way down here, even as low as I wouldn't expect this, but even as low as 150.17, and then just rip rolls to the upside. You know, 200 pips. I mean, it's just crazy. USD CAD. USD CAD again showing a little bit of relative strength. don't. I mean, this area up here is very suspect, guys. Yeah, it's very equal up there. Um, I know it's a way away. I'm just trying to deduce whether or not we could potentially be going all the way back up there. But we'd need a lot of dollar strength. Crude's pretty strong at the minute, so maybe 125.90 on a push, and then a potential short to clear out this low here on the UC. Maybe we'll see. I'm going to be monitoring this. I want to see how it performs tomorrow, and I will definitely keep an eye on the UJ going into London, or Asia and London, Frankfurt, London. Yeah, I think that's about it, guys. There's not really much else I can see. So, going into tomorrow, London Open, I'm going to be looking for a drop on the Euro USD and cable. Out of the two of them, if I'm going to be taking a trade, the cables come down a lot deeper into a level that I've had marked off for a couple of days, and a price level that I've been looking at. So between the two of them, if I'm going to be doing anything, it's going to be cable, because there's news coming out on the pound tomorrow at 9 o'clock GMT, if I remember correctly. So if I'm going to be taking a trade, it's either going to be very early, just going into London Open, or I might wait till 9 o'clock and just see. Sorry, I'm so tired, guys. I'm burning the candle at both ends, man. I'm absolutely exhausted. Taking a trade at 9 o'clock on the news releasing, nice little injection of volatility. So we'll see. So that's it, guys. That's it. That's my thought process at the minute. As you can see, I've added about another £8 or so to the account, 214.43. And as always, I'm very happy with the way things are going. So this is day 15, and just remember, guys, I'm not in a rush. Okay, and just to clarify, this is my own personal journey. It's not trade advice. I'm just wanting to journal and log this, and if I can pull this off, it's going to be good inspiration as well for people to look at and say, yep, it's possible, it's doable. And lastly, I'll just say I really don't care what anybody thinks in terms of negativity, because I've had a few people that I've kind of tweeted privately, and honestly, fuck off, basically. I don't care. Yeah, I just don't care. I've got nothing to prove to anybody. I've said this before and I'll say it again, and it'll probably be the last time I say it. I've got no interest in what anybody has to say, unless it's a positive comment, or a comment of good luck, go for it, rooting for you, whatever. Why people feel the need to direct message and just say stupid shit is beyond me. It's actually laughable. Like, it really is. It's laughable. I don't understand why people do this stupid shit. But you'd have to be so bored with your life to go out of your way to log into Twitter and derail, or throw a negative comment out, or try and put somebody down who, number one, you don't even know, number two, you haven't even met, and number three, it's completely unnecessary. I don't understand. I don't even want to understand people like that. It's fucking weird, man. Very strange. But yeah, listen, guys. As always, you can find me at lockstopPip on Twitter. You're more than welcome to DM me if you've got any questions, any issues, any help that you need, any advice. If I can help, I'll do my very best. I give that willingly and openly. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm more than happy to help anybody who's wanting to learn. I'm not a master. I'm not the best or anything. I just I found my way in trading. For a while now, and if I can help in any way, just let me know. All right, guys. So I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I believe day 6. Tomorrow's going to be. This is day 15. Tomorrow's going to be day 16's review. May or may not take some trades tomorrow. See how everything pans out. And until then, have a great evening, great afternoon, great morning, wherever you are in the world. I wish you all the best, and I will speak to you then.